Is this thing on? This thing better be on. Is this thing on? This thing better be on. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Oh, good. It works. On? This thing better be on. Testing, testing, 1. Alright, so since this is going to be uploaded to the channel later, hello everybody, and welcome to the 8th episode of the RPGStuck podcast. No, episode 8 already happened. Welcome to the 9th episode of the RPGStuck podcast. This isn't really an official episode, this is just something that I decided to do to get these census results out. So I just wanted to do a quick analysis on all of the votes and whatnot. So I'm just going to read through these. Specific results will be available later. However, right now I'm just still organizing them, and they're kind of a mess. So I'd like to do this to tide over everybody, and I'm going to have a very special segment at the end, which is going to be a surprise. For those of you who were here for last year's census, it's the thing that I promised I was going to do, but never did. Let's start with the age distribution. So this is weird. So there are a couple of 13 and 14-year-olds. There are like 5 in total. There's a few 15, 16-year-olds. Not that many 17-year-olds. And then suddenly there's this 18-year-old spike, which makes me either think that 18 is like the average Homestuck fan, or people are lying about their age on the census and saying they're 18 when they're actually not. I really, really hope people aren't lying on this thing, because that would make all of this completely pointless. So then there's, it drops off at 19, and then like 20, 21, 22, 20 something. It's just like even at about like 5 for each category, and then like 30 or above, there's like 6 people in total. So, Merc actually went into the sheet and made some summaries, some summary categories. So there's 13 to 17. There are 38 13 to 17-year-olds. Those are the children, including me, I guess. There's 41 18 to 21-year-olds. There's 23 22 to 29-year-olds. And then there's 6 senior citizens. So as for the gender category, I actually had to condense people. The reason being, I put male, female, and other as the options, and I could, this is just a humorous tidbit, but I could actually tell sometimes who was responding just by what they put in the gender box. So, in order to preserve people's anonymity, I actually had to go into the results and basically condense most people into this non-binary slash agender slash genderqueer category that, because like a lot of people just put down non-binary. I probably should have put that down as an option because that's also a common gender identity, but I didn't want to like put everybody into boxes. Like if you have something to put in the other box, I wanted you to put something in the other box, but that's not very useful for pie charts. So I actually I had to do that. I'm sorry. So I went into the results. So we are 27-ish% female, 63.9% male, 8.3% non-binary slash agender slash genderqueer. And then there was, of course, the 1% that declined to answer and put down answers such as, hold on, I think it was like Fifth Angel of Ramiel, but I forgot. So as for location, we're kind of Mr. Worldwide over here. We have a lot of people from the US. And then I probably should have put like an Alaska or Hawaii category here. That was my mistake. Unless I did, I think I did. I don't think we have any Alaskans or Hawaiians. We have like a couple of people from Canada, a couple of people from England, a couple of people from other parts of the UK. Apparently, we have a Welsh person. We have two Irish people, but only one answered the census. Cough, cough. There's somebody from GMT plus 8. Uh, Somebody from Poland. Two people from Spain. I can tell a lot of people didn't answer this. Come on. So as for how you found us, did I did I seriously not make a chart for this? Whatever, I'm going to make a chart for it. So, oh, here it is. It just didn't load. So, 12 people have real life friends that told them about Homestuck, and I find that interesting because I didn't know that people talk about RPGStuck in real life. That doesn't sound like some. I don't talk about RPGStuck in real life. So, I was just curious about that. 19 people found it from an internet friend. Two people created it. Hello. I forgot to put Google down as an option, but 16 people found us through Google, and they all put different stuff, so I had to go through the results manually and just change it to Google. There's one person who found it from Homestuck Discord shilling, which I do. There are 25 people who clicked a post or comment on the Homestuck subreddit. There are 21 people who clicked the link on the sidebar that we have on the Homestuck subreddit. There's some people who found it through our YouTube channel or Twitter, but not nearly enough, which means that I don't do my job well. There are two people who found it through other methods. There are three people from SOCON, which was an excellent experience, and I hope to do it next year. And there were two people from TV Tropes, which technically counts as Google. So, as for how long you've been here, I found that campaigns are very good for user retention because I guess that like you feel part of something when you signed up for one, and then you just kind of stick around in the community. And then in 2017, there's like just the sudden drop off, and according to the census, there are currently 6 people total from 2017 that answered the census, and then suddenly at the end of that, it just skyrockets. Well, not really skyrockets, but just like has this little bump, especially around April to June 2018. And then, of course, there are all the people who joined very recently, so and didn't leave yet. So there are like 24 people from April to June 2019, and like 6 people, no, 5 people from July or after. So as for how many sessions people are in, 22 people who answered the census never played RPGStuck before, and that makes me sad because that's like a new record. People just come here and don't play RPGStuck, and I want people to play RPGStuck because that's what we're here for at the end of the day. It's to play tabletop games. So I want you guys to find sessions, make sessions, play tabletop games. If you're having trouble, I encourage you to talk to each other actually in the looking for group channel, but there's not much of that I see. It's mostly signups, but I'll get to that later. So, 22 people don't have a session, but they've played it before. 22 people, again, yes, I've said 22 3 times, are playing in one session currently. 16 people are playing in 2 sessions currently. 9 people are playing in 3 sessions currently. 5 people are playing in 4 sessions currently. 4 people are playing in 5 sessions currently. And there are 8 people who are playing in more than 5 sessions right now. And if you're doing that, why? I mean, it's fun, but come on. So there are, as for the DMs, there are 55 people who have not DM'd before, ever. I encourage you to do it because this is literally half of the people who answered the census, and I'd appreciate it if more people DM'd, I guess, because that would be neat. Uh, Subtracting the people who haven't even played before, that's still like 30 people, so I'd appreciate it if there were more DMs. I'm encouraging you to DM. You get a green name, it's pretty cool. You get to class spec other people's characters. Nobody cares if you're right or wrong. There is no right or wrong. It's just class spec. Come on. So 20 people are former DMs who are not DMing a session. 20 people again are DMing one session. 10 people are currently DMing 2 sessions. one person is DMing 3 sessions, and one person, who is crazy, is DMing 4 sessions. I wish the best of luck to them in regards to their mental health. So then there is the favorite type of session. So far we have 16-ish people who like vanilla and discussing the. Oh, yeah, side note about this. This had to be condensed a little bit because a lot of the people who picked other either didn't know what they wanted or chose multiple options or, worst case scenario, reworded an already existing option. So I had to. I wish I just like put don't know on here because that would have been infinitely more useful. But a lot of people like reworded an existing option, like proceeded to give me their entire life story. I appreciate it, but not useful for bar charts. So sorry. There were. So as I was saying, there were 16 people who like vanilla sessions and discussing the plot with co-players out of character before beginning. There were about 50, yeah, 55 people, which is a lot, vanilla and making the plot as you go based on characters and events. So the thing about this category is this is basically what I call base Homestuck. Like, they expect to play a session and make interpersonal relationships with the players and the characters. So that's like base RPGStuck, and I can understand why a lot of people like that. And I like discussing the plot personally, but like I like both vanilla sessions. I don't really like gimmicks personally. That's just my opinion. So then we have like 8 people who don't know what they want, and I should have put don't know as an option. I regret not putting don't know as an option. I kind of expected people to just figure something out. So then there were like 23 people ish who like having a gimmick right off the bat with homebrew optional. And then there were 5 people who like having a gimmick with heavy homebrew. So if you are making lettuce stuck sessions or lettuce brew, you are currently in the minority, the very, very, very large minority. I mean, very small minority. I meant large as in it's a minority. Heh. So, as for your favorite method of finding a session, this section made me sad. So, there were 8 people who just never tried to find a session or they have no preference. I should have put this as an option. I regret not putting this as an option. There were 3 people who like playing with in real life friends. There were 13 people, or 14 maybe, I can't really tell, it's a bar chart, who like private messaging people and starting one in private. There were about 23 people who like using the LFG channel to form a group. And then finally, there were 61 people who prefer signing up for a session. So, seeing that there are like 25 people who have never played RPGStuck before, I think that the most optimal choice, personally, in my opinion, would be to go to the LFG channel and forming a group. Because if there are 23 people who have never played before, and there are 23 people organizing their own groups at the same time, there are definitely going to be sessions. So this is just my personal opinion, but I think that that's what people should do if they want more sessions without having to wait for a DM to make a sign up, because that is originally actually what the LFG channel was intended for. So I really I really want people to I want people to make sessions. Please make sessions. We're here to play RPGStuck. I'm just filling time until I can find the next sheet here. So as for allowing homebrew in your session, again, I had to condense people here, except for one response because I thought it was funny. So there are like 58 people or something, or 57, who have never DM'd RPGStuck before, or just don't know. There's... Oh my god, I messed up the bar chart on this one. So there's like 4 people who don't allow homebrew. Yep, nope, never mind, 5. I just manually counted. There's about like 23 people who sometimes allow homebrew. There are 19 or 18 people who definitely allow homebrew. And then there's one person who said, most homebrew sucks, haha. So, as for using homebrew in other sessions, if lettuce brew is in the minority, then why do my sessions fill immediately? Lettuce brew is in the minority, but your sessions fill immediately because you accept everybody and you've gained a reputation for accepting everybody. I hate to drop the whole cold hard truth on you in an official announcement, but sorry. So that was unprofessional. Uh, do you use homebrew in sessions you play in when it is allowed? 20 people said no, even when it is allowed. Uh, Slightly more than that said I have never played RPGStuck. 30 something people have said sometimes when it is allowed, and 20 something people said yes when it is allowed. One person said don't know, and one person said 2e weapons started as 1e homebrew, which is correct. So, um, let's see. What did I do next? Oh yeah, what you'd like to see from RPGStuck in terms of mechanics. So there's a lot of stuff here, and I tried to go through it and find things that we already did, but you guys were actually pretty creative. Like, there was the Boondollars used better in Frame Motif, which we know is in 3. That was one person, but I marked that as green because we just released a video on it, and I'm pretty proud of the video. Thank you to Merc and Mish for doing the art and recording and mechanics, I guess. So as for specific keywords, which I also mentioned, there were 5 people who said God tier, 2 people who said boom dollars or money, 2 people who said frame motifs, 3 people who said alchemy, 3 people who mentioned the word race or racial, 2 people who mentioned the word specific, 4 people who mentioned the word weapon, and 6 people who mentioned the word path. There were quite a bit of. This is like crazy. Like this is all over the place. I can't really condense this down into like a neat little video or category because you guys are all over the place. It's like buff this, nerf that. You know, more races, more enemies, more free customization and vanilla rules. Muscle Mage, we have Muscle Mage. More support or utility type psionics, balancing the high. Like I can't. I don't know what any of this means. Like if you want us to balance something, please be specific. So, what you'd like to see from RPGStuck in terms of community? 4 people said C5, and you all are very, very funny. Haha. 6 people said art, or just mention the word art. 2 people said mention the word scenario stuck, and 16 people mentioned the word more, because you're all greedy. So, in both categories, there were like 50 people who mentioned the word, who just responded with nothing, or variations of the word nothing like nah, no thanks, or I'm fine. I specifically asked people to respond with the word nothing because it made editing the results easier, but people don't follow directions. And do you know what? Fine. And now it's time for the very special segment where I read aloud every single response to is there anything else you would like to say? If it's like spicy or personal, I won't read it, so. And if you sign your name, I won't say who it is. So those are the only 2 exceptions to every single person. So, let's start from the beginning. Filling out my own form once again, Lamau. That's me. I need to start a session, but also work on my dabbing. Okay. Also, I'm skipping all of, like the nope, nah, nope, nothing responses. Uh, nah. Also, haven't done literally anything. Okay. Did y'all make cherubs as a player race yet? No. Man, 4 years on and look at the progress. That is relatable. Vriska did nothing wrong. If I find out who you are, I am banning you. Just kidding. I haven't been here long, but it seems like a great community. Hope I get to play a game soon. I don't know you outside of your census result, but you sound like a great person, and I hope you get to play a game soon. Give Sonny slash Moonin some props. That dude pours his heart into homebrew. Moonin, if you read this, keep up the good work, man. Okay. Drop 3rd edition or your mom double gay. Stop asking for 3rd edition before it's ready, or your mom triple gay. Delete the Plato comment or I quit RPGStuck. This is a reference to something that I posted in the Bane Plane when I released the census, where I said that Plato's allegory of the cave is just we live in a society. Like, they express the same exact idea, and I can actually explain this, but really it's just supposed to be a cursed, saying thing. Uh, let's see. The mods in the RPGStuck Discord are 10 out of 10 amazing. Love you guys. Heart emoji. I appreciate that. She signed her name. I won't, say it because I said that I'm not going to, say people's names on here unless it's mentioned by somebody else in a positive manner. So, thank you to who wrote it. Thanks, guys. No, thank you. Thank you for playing. Thanks for existing, really. I'm glad I stumbled across this community. You guys you guys are amazing. Like, you guys. You guys. Oh, the next one is literally you guys are amazing. Okay. A. The letter A. Okay. I really appreciate the work being done to improve the community and system. This makes me want to get off my ass and record a podcast episode. I have been in 7 sessions to date. My current one has been going for over a year with no issues and is still quite fun. That's excellent, actually. That's pretty cool. I'm really happy to be in this community, and you all are amazing. I'm really happy for you to be in this community, and you're amazing. Uh, you guys have done a great job with this system, one of my favorite things since discovering 5e. Just wanted to say thanks a lot for a bunch of fun, haha. And you're doing a great job of being here, and you're one of my favorite people. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch-ass motherfucker. I can confirm he pissed on my wife, and that is why I'm making a call-out video on my youtube.com. The letter A, again. Okay. Nothing in particular. Thank you for all the work that you've done. Thank you. This one's long, I can't read the whole thing. Hold on 1 second. Let me just copy and paste this to a new sheet so I can read the whole thing. Alright, here we go. I haven't played nor DM'd a game yet, but I look forward to doing it sometime. I also appreciate you taking the time to read and consider my opinion. Thank you guys for the wonderful work that you've done so far. I was going to homebrew something, but then I found this, and it's been so much deeper and more planned and thought out than I could ever have imagined. Yet again, thank you so much. Oh man, there are a lot of people who mention, oh, I'm gonna homebrew something for Homestuck in a tabletop setting, and then find RPGStuck, and that's actually how Merc got here. He made this entire 5e conversion, and then he found us, and now we are his 5e conversion. Carthago delenda est. Yes, indeed. I don't understand why this is a mandatory field. Also, bees. Yeah, I made it a mandatory field so I could do this. You're welcome. Yes. Just the word yes. Okay. Sup, bitches. Hello. Thanks for y'all's hard work. Thank you. Haven't been active in the community for a while, but might be a while yet before I come back, but I like watching / reading. Always fun to see people / plot / the game system develop. Neat. I think dogs should vote. I don't. I really want to see more use out of Boondollars. The D&D books have prices listed for many things, and I understand that's impossible to do with Homestuck. But I really would like to use the 100,000 Boondollars that I have at level 13 to buy a cool frame motif or laser machine gun. I am very excited for V3, or 3, I guess, and the Gambit system. Well, now you can use cool stuff with Boon Dollars. I like the system a lot, and you all did a good job. Thank you. On behalf of the team. I've been having a blast with this since I found this. The mechanics do an impressive job of capturing the whimsy and satire of Homestuck in a way that's actually fun to play with. Thank you. I promise I'm not making these up. I sound like an advertisement, but like this is genuinely wholesome. Like this is great. Like I like you guys. This is heartwarming. This is a nice break from all the crap that I have to deal with. Nope. Thanks. Thank you. I feel like it's impossible to remain anonymous when there's no European options outside of the UK. Well, you could just write anything in. Like, it specifically said other. This is a required question, I am aware. The overall community is very nice and kind. Thank you, I try to keep it that way. I thank you guys for keeping it that way, and I hope to keep it, and I hope it is very nice and kind in the future. Thanks for your hard work. Thank you. I'm too shy, so I just lurk. I mean, relatable. For like the first 2 months of my RPGStuck time, I was also a lurker, but I hope that we're, nice and kind enough and that we can just slowly draw you in, I guess. I don't, if you lurk, like, if you're comfortable with that, like, I guess, but I'd like if people, make their way here, communicate more. It makes the community, that welcoming place that it is. Let's see. Uwu? Oh, whoa. Yes. Okay. Pancakes are delicious. Apple pies are too. You knew that there are Swedes in the server, Jerry. Come on now. Again, you can write anything in that other box. You guys are awesome, and the fact that the system exists is the best. Thank you. Thanks. Love the system. Thank you. You guys are hecking cool. Thank you very much. Creative. Thank you. C5. Ha 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 ha. You're very funny. Just kidding. Nope, I love the community and hope it continues to prosper. Thank you. Y'all made my summer as soon as I found this RPG, and I would like to once again thank the dev team for making this. I said thank you like a million times. It almost sounds insincere at this point, but like genuinely, like all you guys, like seriously, you guys being here, that's like excellent. Thank you. You're awesome. I'm awesome? C5 when XDDDDDD. Yep, that's 6Ds. Delete your account. IDK? You don't know? RPGStuck is cool. Yeah, I agree, but I'm biased. Totally need to make a hardcover PHB one day. Nah, just kidding. Maybe when 3 comes out, I'll like think about getting a vanity publisher, but I'm not really sure. Who knows? I don't think anybody would actually buy it. Looks fun. Hope to find a game sometime. Well, LFG is always open. Thanks for making such a cool game. On behalf of the dev team, thank you for playing the cool game. Only that I do like it here even if I haven't participated much so far, and that I plan on staying. I hope you plan on staying, and I hope you find a session and, have fun. Playing RPGStuck has been tons of fun so far. So, thank you. Oh, yeah, that's why I said so. So, the next one's really long. More TLDR, it's very long, so I'm just going to say TLDR, more small sessions, less big ones. I agree. I definitely agree. Basically, I think we should encourage the current situation where... Oh, it goes off the page. Whoops. Oi. Hello. And finally, why yes, I did wait until the last day. Okay. And that's it for the census results. I spent 30 minutes streaming this. I'll see you in the Bane Plane. And that's it for our unofficial 9th episode of the RPGStuck podcast. This isn't really, like, real, I guess. There's going to be a 9th episode, just not about the census. I don't know what it's going to be about. It's going to be about something cool, I guarantee you. So, see ya.